Hi, I'm Max.
And I'm Skylar.
During quarantine, we decided to start watching Bob's Burgers to see what it was all about.
It didn't take long for us to become completely obsessed with the show.
But one of the things we love the most are the brilliant end credit sequences.
Which is why we created this podcast.
Each week, we're going episode by episode to talk about the elaborate end credits.
We're excited to have you join us on the very first Credit Score spinoff, Bob's Credits.
We'll make sure the Bob's Burgers end credits get the credit they're due.
Hold on, I'm looking something up.
You cannot start a podcast by looking down at your phone and not having a conversation with me.
We start every single day like that.
Oh, man.
It's back.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's for the podcast.
Okay.
Hi.
Chip, Baroo.
I thought you were going to come up with like interesting ways to do that every week.
Well, here's the thing. Let's talk about this for a moment.
Okay.
There's only so many songs it works with. There's only so many themes it works with Bob's.
With the episodes, yeah.
We were about to do our first Halloween episode.
Yes. You could have said Chip-Chip-a-roo.
I thought about singing it to the Monster Mash, and then I'm like, people are okay. So this is our first Halloween episode, but it's almost Thanksgiving that we're recording this, and people will probably be listening to this episode closer to Christmas.
But it's still a Halloween episode.
So I was going to sing like to the Monster Mash, but then I was like, are people going to even get that this is a Halloween episode going into it? It's called Full Bars.
Well, now they do. Now
I got to sing it.
You should just say
Chip
Chip a boo. Chip Chipper. Did I steal it?
Yeah. There. You say it. Just say Chip Chipper Boo.
I just did.
Chip Chipper Boo. Okay.
Okay. Well, now that you've stolen my part from me, which is telling people the episode titles.
Oh, man. I already... we're going to come back to that.
Do you want to say it? I feel like you wanted to say it.
What? The Monster Mash Chip Chipperoo?
Yeah.
No. We are way past that now.
I need it now.
He did the chip. He did the chipperoo. The chipperoo. Chipperoo.
Okay.
So that's why I did not sing it. Because if you don't know this is a Halloween episode coming into it. All right. Before we get into the episode itself and the end credits, shall we play our favorite game?
Let's go.
Our favorite game is called Bob Pun or Max Pun. Skylar, are you ready for your first pun?
Yes.
The My Cousin Vinegar Burger.
You.
That's not fair because that's been in the news. My cousin Vinny.
You pointed it out to me on our
Rudy Giuliani's weird rant. Again, this is people are gonna be listening to this way after all this stuff happens.
Think of all the weird news that's gonna hit us by then.
Yeah, it's not relevant just because the news is so weird every single day that by the time they're listening to this.
But regardless, I love it.
My chipperoo doesn't make sense. My cousin Vinegar Burger doesn't make sense.
Nothing is really making sense in this year, so.
Okay, are you ready for your next burger?
Yes.
Under my mozzarella, Ella burger.
Oh my god, that's good. Bob's.
Nope.
Oh.
That is a Max one. Your next burger is the Marilyn Monroe's Mary Burger.
Bob.
No.
Oh my god.
Again, as I've said before, these could appear on Bob's at some point. This I did not see on Bob's. I don't think. Your last burger is One Flew Okra the Couscous Nest.
Oh, that is so good. I'm going to say Bob.
That is Bob.
I think I saw that in our recipe book because I don't think of like hamburgers when I think of okra. And so it kind of stuck out.
And couscous. Where do you put couscous in a burger? In the patty or like on
maybe
it seems like
I feel like it needs to be in the meat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, kind of like
cook the couscous.
You need to cook the couscous first, for sure.
Oh, okay, because then it would be like eating sand.
Yeah,
the sand burger.
Ew.
The like kitty litter burger. That's like the beef squash episode.
Yes.
Does we put no? What do they put? Does he put cat food?
No, it is.
Is it cat food or it's kitty
litter? And that's like Ugh.
Okay, should we get into this episode?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Skylar, people on the edge of the seat to know the title of this episode and then the synopsis, please.
The title for our first Halloween episode is Full Bars, which we will get to that pun later because right now it doesn't seem like a pun, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the synopsis is, when the kids decide to go trick-or-treating alone for the first time, Bob and Linda go to Teddy's Halloween party. There, Bob accidentally kills Teddy's guinea pig, Francis. The kids hit King's Head Island for some full-size candy bars, but they run into some teens who are carrying on the tradition of the Hell Hunt.
Ooh. The Hell Hunt.
So, let's talk about the title for a second.
Okay.
We need to know a little bit more about the plot for the title to make sense as a pun.
Yeah. So
do you want to fill us in?
Well, you already mentioned that they go to King's Head.
Yes.
And they receive full-size candy bars there.
Yeah.
So we get full bars there.
Yeah.
But then there is also kind of a part of the plot is Louise is steals a cell phone and is texting these teenage boys as a teenage girl that she stole a phone from.
Yeah.
So I guess
as
full
a way
bars
to, get them
counts
back.
as like full bars on your phone as well.
And I don't know if you guys remember the episode really well, but this episode has the oddest laugh out loud moment for me. Every time we watch it, I laugh out loud. So at the end of the episode, they're kind of wrapping things up. They've got revenge on the teenage boys. They've saved the younger boys that were helping them out. So they're going to go back on the ferry to get home. And it's just an episode that is tying up so beautifully. And we see the teenage girl in her convertible, and she's like, have you guys seen my cell phone? I lost it. And they're like, I can't even remember. But so she drives, and Louise sees her top-down convertible, and she throws the cell phone, and it's just going to be the most satisfying moment to end the episode. The cell phone just slow-mo falling into the convertible. But it just barely misses the car and crashes on the floor, and I just laugh every time.
It's so good. It's like the end of I'd say like an 80s movie or something like that. Just like that slow motion,
yeah.
There's like music playing over it, and
right. It's going to be this one satisfying thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this episode came out on October 7th, 2012. And I read something like there's a lot of shuffling around with the episodes in October for some reason. So it seems really early to have a Halloween episode. And it was just because they had to shuffle stuff around.
Oh, it was
for some
October
reason.
what?
7th.
Wow.
When they could have done it a little bit closer to Halloween.
And then this year they did November 1st.
Right. So it was written by Stephen Davis and Kelvin Yu and directed by Boonwon Lim and Kyung-hee Lim. Should we get into the credits?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah? Okay. So we're going to play a few as...
Oh, you know what? Before we get into the credits, I have a few fun facts.
Oh, yeah.
One is the opening credits. So if you didn't know, this is the first Halloween episode. So they've changed the opening credits. Instead of rats running out, bats fly out of the...
Oh, fun.
It's super noticeable.
And that has to do with the exterminator van says bats all folks. So
Love
I guess
it.
they're getting bat extermination this time around.
Love it.
Any other fun facts?
Okay, so we don't have any new characters this episode, but this is the first trip to King's Head Island.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, which I love. Some of my favorite episodes involve King Head's Island. And then there was a little, I don't have a lot of fun facts, so we'll do a goof. So Louise's plan is to put hot sauce in the boys' underwear. And
hot sauce that they got trick-or-treating
in a rich neighborhood.
In their neighborhood. That's why they went to King's Head Island.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had planted the hot sauce packet earlier in the episode.
Yeah,
oh, that's great.
Oh, and by the way, that would piss me off to get a hot sauce packet, obviously, on Halloween, unless it was Taco Bell hot sauce, because that stuff is pretty special.
You would suck that down.
Yeah, that's like, you don't even need the taco burrito for that.
No. We like our hot sauce over here.
Yeah, but especially Taco Bell. I don't know what it is about those hot sauces.
People just go crazy for it.
Yeah, but and they try to bottle it too.
It has to be in the packet.
It's got to be in the packet for some reason. Maybe it's the disgusting plastic chemicals that seep into it. That's just probably so good for us.
Totally.
Yeah. Sponsor us, Taco Bell, is what I'm saying. We will rave about your hot sauce.
Like, we can just do a product trade.
Yeah.
No money necessary. So
they'll pay us in hot sauce packs. Like, okay.
We always need hot sauce.
This costs us 3 cents to make. Here you go. Here's 17 hot sauce packets. Enjoy. Yeah.
Okay, so they put the hot sauce in the undies. I feel like this is just me explaining the whole episode.
Yeah, slowly over time. We're going to give you little pieces of the episode.
Cut whatever you need to.
Biscuit's licking himself right now.
The boys.
You're talking about. I just want to say you're going to talk about hot sauce on the crotch, and Biscuit is licking his crotch.
That's true. Also, like, I feel like I can't talk about hot sauce on the crotch without talking about how funny Gene sitting on a toilet with a taco is.
It's great flashback.
What does he say? He says
he learned how much hot sauce hurts on your crotch because he tried to eat a taco on the toilet. He's like shaking a bottle of hot sauce over it.
But the line is so good. He's like, taco on the toilet. Why doesn't everybody do this? And he's like, that's why. Okay, so the teenage boys catch on to Louise and they're like chasing them. And I think Tina is like, how many hot sauce undies did you make? And she was like, only one of them is wearing underwear. But that's not true because in another scene, we see that all the boys are wearing underwear.
Maybe she means only one of them got their underwear on in time, or no?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I think maybe.
No. She said only one of them wore underwear.
Oh.
So maybe it's a flub in the line, actually.
It could be. Also, yeah, why wouldn't teenage boys be wearing underwear?
I feel like I'm not... I don't know as well as you would, but I feel like jeans on your penis would not feel good.
I'm going to tell you something.
Please do.
I do wear underwear.
Yeah, I know. You have workout underwear and you have regular underwear. And then you have sustainable underwear.
I love when all of my grooming quirks come out on this podcast about Bob's Burgers.
Folks, he is wearing his toe spacers today.
The toe spacers previously mentioned, they are on right now as we speak, and I am also wearing my sustainable underwear right now. This is not workout. I'm sustainable while we're recording.
Great.
Yeah. What was I going to say about underwear? Oh, I have worn jeans without underwear before, though, and it is surprisingly surprisingly comfortable.
So then you just answered your question. That's why the boys aren't wearing underwear.
Okay, I guess so. I never did that when I was a teenager.
Okay, maybe you were a late bloomer.
Okay. I'm just saying I understand the appeal of no underwear.
Okay.
It is kind of nice to, like, it's not as rough as you would think it would be in jeans.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, you learn something new every day. Don't eat tacos on the toilet. Wear jeans without underwear.
Wear jeans without underwear. Yeah, but be careful with hot sauce without underwear.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the lesson today.
Yes. If anyone takes anything out of this episode, I want them to know that no underwear jeans thumbs up. Mm-hmm. No underwear hot sauce thumbs down.
Cool.
Okay.
You should make a social graphic for that for our Instagram.
Okay. I will do that. It's a t-shirt I'm going to wear from now on.
Okay. So this is totally off topic from fun facts. This is just a fun
off topic from where we just went. There's nothing is off topic now.
Okay. So the sign on Mr. Fran's door reads "Trick or treat each other with love," and I feel like I want to get that sign for us for next Halloween.
Oh my god!
Is that not just me?
That's also a shirt that would be worn in this household.
Yeah. All right, let's dive into these end credits.
Okay, so at the end of these, we're going to play the few minutes before the credits. The kids have arrived home. They are snacking on their full bars of candy, and Linda and Bob have returned from their Halloween party and disaster with the dead guinea pig. So they're kind of just like exchanging stories about their nights, and Bob doesn't want to tell the kids about the guinea pig situation, and Linda obviously can't keep a secret, so that's going to get us into the end credits here.
Your father killed the guinea pig! He squashed
Lynn.
Oh, tell us about that!
Was it in self-defense?
Did he disrespect your woman? No, I just rolled onto him.
Here's what happened. It was a dark and spooky night.
I knew it!
So the reason I want to play that before, as we go into these end credits, is because the music starts playing before the credits start. The music that we're going to be hearing here.
I love this song.
Yeah,
like, it makes me want to slow dance.
So it's...
Yeah, set the stage for us.
Let's just hear the music a little bit here before we talk
Close
about
your
what's going
eyes.
on. Okay. So if you listen carefully, it is the theme. It's like a slow version of the theme. Can you hear it?
Yes.
It's like a slow, like kind of like slow dance, like
It'd
50s.
be a 50s sock hop.
Right. You can imagine like the McFly parents dancing to this.
Yeah, totally.
Right before they kiss in Back to the Future. Why did you make that face at me? You don't like a Back to the Future reference popping up out of nowhere?
No, whenever you say that, the whole like...
Kissing your own mom?
Yeah.
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 It is like a kind of like a soiled part of a perfect movie to me. It makes me shudder.
But it's funny.
It is.
Like,
it's
I
very
would
funny.
keep it in.
Of course.
Yeah, it's not something that like needed to be taken out in hindsight.
Yeah.
It's a perfect movie. Anyway, I'm so glad you pointed that out, because when we watched this episode, I was like, what is this music? Because normally they take the music from the episode. Like, and I said, what is this music? And you're like, I don't think it's anything. So thank you for pointing that out.
I don't know if it's anything specific other than like it's just like a slow version of the music.
But I didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to do with what we'll get into the visuals now, where I'm going to go back so we can kind of go through those. But we're in the kitchen, the normal generic sequence, but the kids are not there.
It's just
helping Bob. It's just Bob in his
sumo suit.
Is it a sumo suit? It's kind of like, it's kind of like Michael Scott's sumo suit that he uses for when he pretends to be Michael Clump. And so he's just in there kind of like...
He's swaying.
He's swaying his big butt to the music.
Yeah, while he cooks.
So he's kind of hearing this music, I guess. And we start to see Francis, the spirit of Francis the guinea pig floating around.
Elegantly.
Which I read was supposed to be an homage, and I don't know how accurate this is. I got this off the wiki fandom, to Watership Down, which is a book it's like a famous book about rabbits, are like the main protagonists, but people love it.
Oh, okay.
I guess maybe there's like a dead rabbit or spirit or something like that.
That floats around.
Yeah, I don't know. I read that. I have not read Watership Down.
Okay.
I have not read many books about rabbits. I did have guinea pigs as a kid.
You did?
Yeah, they're very interesting creatures because they don't do... My parents had to bribe me to go to summer camp because I hated it.
Uh-huh.
So one of my things I convinced them to do is like
Why did you hate summer camp?
I actually did not hate it. I didn't hate it.
This is just like the jeans all over again. You're like, don't wear underwear in your jeans, do.
Well, that was the thing. I hated going. Like, I did not want to go away from home.
Yeah.
But when I was there, I loved it. Like, I liked all the stuff, and I like pretend to play it cool. Like, I didn't like this stuff, but I'd eventually get into it.
Yeah.
But they still had to bribe me to go without like making throwing a tantrum.
You sound like Biscuit, who like wants to go on a walk, but I have to like bribe him to get him out the door.
Yeah, it's exactly
because
it.
He's trained me.
That's exactly it. So guinea pig was one of the things I convinced I suckered my mom into getting. And they're like the weirdest creatures because they don't do much of anything.
Uh-huh.
They're not like hamsters where they like run around in like balls and like do all these fun things and like you can they just kind of like sit in a cage and eat lettuce.
That sounds lovely.
But they make these there's this one scene in this episode where Mike the mailman, he's delivering a eulogy about when they're burying Francis, and he says like, I'd always come to the door and Francis would go like whoop 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 or whatever noise they make. And that's what they would do. They just make this like weird like whoop 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 whoop. That's exactly what it sounds like noise. So anytime you open the fridge, they thought you were getting them lettuce. So if you open the fridge in my household, these two guinea pigs would go whoop 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 every time you open the fridge.
This is so much better than summer camp.
That's my guinea pig story, and they were just like,
that sounds like a fantastic pet.
It's just like they don't require much maintenance.
Yeah.
Except for cleaning their cage and feeding them.
Did you?
Yeah, I guess so. It wasn't like...
Okay.
Yeah, I'd open the door and get them some lettuce, and they would go, whoop!
No,
whoop,
no,
whoop.
no. Would you clean their cage?
Oh, I'm like, I think it was like every kid who said, "I'll clean the cage every single day." And,
same.
You know,
I'll walk the dog.
you get either get yelled at till you have to do it, or the parents would just do it.
Yep.
Anyway, that was a tangent, a guinea pig tangent. But I just wanted to say that Teddy being so broken up about a guinea pig loss. Look, I lost 2 guinea pigs, and I wasn't that broken up about it.
Max.
I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Look, I'm not a sociopath.
Suppressed your grief.
Yeah, I guess so.
What were your guinea pigs named?
Zoe was the first one.
Great name.
And Panda was the second one.
Not as good.
Here's another story, real quick. Right? I was only supposed to have 1 guinea pig.
Of course.
My mother sent me and my dad to the pet store to go get more guinea pig bedding. You needed like bedding in the cage. It's like, like
they're
chips. It's like hay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Wood chips.
And so she sent me and my dad, and we came home with another guinea pig. And I had somehow convinced my dad to get another guinea pig for Zoe to play with. And my mom was like, "Why sent you for bedding? You got another guinea pig. He doesn't even take care of this one."
I feel like you were a little spoiled.
Yeah, probably.
And I know this because you would have your mom dip your chicken nuggets into the sauce at McDonald's and feed you.
Yes, but can I just say that you're saying like that, like I was like 12 when that happened, and that was when I was like a little baby, pretty much.
How old were you?
Like I was like a baby, like I was like a toddler.
But you could articulate, "Mom, I want you to dip the nuggets and place them into my mouth."
Yes, it needed to be hand-fed, yes.
You were making it sound like you couldn't feed yourself.
I probably could at that point, but I'm just saying I wasn't like 13 and been like
Okay,
Mom.
You explained the story to me very differently the first time then.
What did I say?
It sounded like you were like 7.
No, I was definitely younger than that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway, after this, I would love for you to hand feed me my lunch.
All right.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
so
go
Frances is floating
around, no
she's
kids,
like
it's just Bob bopping.
blue, gray.
Yeah, and she kind of like starts off the size of a guinea pig and then becomes more elongated as she like
a total ghost.
goes around. Well, is Frances a girl or a boy?
I don't know. I think he said her,
Okay.
but I'm not positive.
I like the name Frances for a girl.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
So Bob does a couple toe taps. Frances like jumps in, hops in, sees Bob cooking,
Checks
and kind
out
of
the
like
food.
floats around his body.
Like in a spiral.
And then flows up to the heavens as we get Lynn coming in her Little Mermaid costume.
That she wore for the
Not
episode.
the Little Mermaid. I called it Little Mermaid, but her mermaid costume. It's kind of like if you ever saw the Cher movie with Winona Ryder and Christina Ricci, Mermaids. This looks just like the costume that Cher wears when she goes to the Halloween party.
I've never seen it. And she's holding her hands. They're like limp in front of her. They kind of look like otter paws.
Yeah, I don't know why she's doing that, but
she has the tail, so she's like shuffling, and her hands are like. So she's just waddling with her hands limp like that.
Yeah, I don't know why she's doing it, but it's
I love
cute.
it. Yeah,
and she's gonna walk past Bob. So she comes from where Gene normally comes in his burger suit, and she passes Bob and then turns to dance with him. She's shuffling in her little. I love watching her shuffle in this mermaid tails. So Bob turns around and starts like doing some pelvic thrusting, and Lynn gets into it with him. She starts kind of shaking her
hips,
and they have a beautiful like.
Well, she opens her arms to the side like a stick figure and opens her mouth like. How would you describe that mouth?
She's just excited, like she's enjoying her time with Bob. Yeah, and she has to hug him and kiss him.
Shuffles up to him in her little mermaid suit, and it's very difficult to jump in the mermaid suit, but she throws herself into his arms.
It's a very sweet moment.
Yeah.
For a very chaotic episode. End to a chaotic episode.
But see, what I like about this, totally unexpected, right?
Yeah.
Like they didn't. It's funny, but it's almost more sweet than funny.
Mm-hmm. So do you have some highlights, lowlights about this? What did you love about it? What did you not like?
I think my favorite is just how unexpected it was, and I just really loved the music.
Me too. I think the music is fantastic for some reason.
Like, I just want to get up and slow dance with you. I just want to sway.
I wonder if they had the music first and like, we don't need the kids in this. Let's do something sweet.
Yeah.
With Bob and Linda and just have this moment between the two of them.
Yeah. And
I liked it.
I liked it too. And I feel like the guinea pig stuff was a huge part of the episode, but I feel like the majority of the episode is King's Head. Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah. The other storyline is kind of like the B story.
Yeah. So I think this was like very unexpected, and I like it. Do you have any other pitches? What you would have done?
No, I think this is good. I think this works. I don't have anything else to add to it.
Lovely.
Yeah. I can't think clearly. I got the guinea pig noise in my head. Just on repeat. Okay, so we score these credits as well on a scale of 1 to 10 H's at the end of Tina's Us. Do you want to take this one, or should I take it?
Will you take it?
Yeah. I give this a solid 7.5 H's.
Wow, higher than I thought.
Yeah, well, because like I said, I like the heart that's involved in it. I like it not being something completely wacky this time.
Yeah.
Just subtle, cute, and I love that moment between Linda and Bob.
Agreed. And one of my other favorite moments is Bob so rarely has peaceful moments. And there's something like oddly satisfying about him being alone in the kitchen with his craft. And he just feels like very like embodied and enjoying the music. And I just found that moment before Lynn comes in super soothing. Was that cheesy?
Point. No, that's a good point. I agree. He doesn't have many relaxing moments. He very clearly loves cooking. And this is a moment where he's able to do it without all the chaos going on around him.
And without the kids or Linda making fun of how much he loves cooking. And is there anything better than just being alone with good music in the kitchen?
Taco on the toilet?
I thought we established that.
Well, without the hot sauce.
You know that meme
a taco on the toilet is still good without hot sauce. It's not perfect, but you can still do it without hot sauce.
Okay. I feel like you would be the last person to take a taco into the bathroom with you.
Yeah, I would prefer to keep those two acts separate.
Okay.
I understand. I support Gene wanting to do them all together. I prefer to keep them.
He's young. He's experimenting.
Separated. Yes. Did you score? You didn't score yet.
I'll do a 7.5.
Perfect.
I love it more after talking about it.
Oh, that happens to us a lot, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have as much appreciation for it coming when we sat down to record, and then I just
right because
and experiencing it with you, who I would love to. I would love to put on a Halloween costume and dance with in the kitchen, and then you would yell at me for being in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because I feel like when you watch this one after the episode, it's not flashy, so you kind of don't give it as much full attention. So. Just a little teaser. Next week is flashier.
So,
very flashy.
Yeah, we can kind of compare the two.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. We made it through the credits. Thank you, everyone, as always, for listening. You can follow us on social media, Bob's Credits, all across the board.
We will be posting that social graphic.
Okay, all the pressure's on me. I will post the social graphic about underwear and tacos and hot sauce and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
We also have a Patreon if you'd like to support us and subscribe. We're Bob's Credits on there too. Just patreon.com/Bob's Credits. Anything else before we move on, Skylar?
I just want to say,
yeah,
stay hot saucy.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you guys next week.